name is Michal Hrušecký. I'm from openSUSE, and I'm going to show you ARM Chromebook that is currently running openSUSE. This is the Samsung one. It's most sold notebook on Amazon. It's running the latest openSUSE 12.3 beta and Enlightenment environment desktop. Instead of Chrome, you can actually use Firefox, as everybody likes to do in Linux world. You don't have to use web interface for Gmail if you don't like. You can check your emails in, for example, Thunderbird, or you can install any mail client that you like. Apart from that, you can do pretty much anything that you can do in normal desktop Linux distribution. For example, we've got here running LibreOffice Writer, so you can write full-fledged documents. And you can even do some development. We've got OSC, so you can even, okay, I don't have anything changed, but let's take a look at how is my packages building for ARM. And you can see that I have actually only one succeeded and some unresolvables and some disables. But you can actually package on ARM Chromebook. You can, as you see, you can write full-fledged documents, and you can actually develop on top of Chromebook. You can install anything that is ported to ARM. We are working on it, and there are plenty of applications that are already working, and the difficult part is that compilation times are quite high, so it takes some time to build it. And although the plan is to release 12.3, we are not really sure. We will probably be later with ARM release of 12.3 than with regular architectures, because it takes some extra time for builds. ARM port is lagging a little bit behind, but for 12.2 we've got most of the packages already, and for 12.3 we are working to have as much as we can. We have an image that you can download, and then you can actually write it on the SD card. What Chromebooks are actually quite easy to hack, and then you just plug in SD card and the openSUSE is on the SD card. When you decide that you don't want to use openSUSE and you want to play with original Chromebook, you just unplug the SD card. It actually supports dual boot. When you start the machine, you can choose between openSUSE and Chrome OS. There is some tricky shortcut that you have to press during the boot, and then it will unlock the development mode. And then in the Chrome OS you can actually run a shell, and you can get a root. And actually you can even install openSUSE from Chrome OS. You can download the image in Chrome OS, then there is exec installed already in Chrome OS. So you can just switch to the root, then you can just unpack it and write all the content to the SD card and reboot and boot up from the SD card. During the first boot, openSUSE enlarges the image so it will fit the whole SD card. You will download image that has, I don't know, 1 gig when unpacked, but we have an 8 gig SD card, so during the first boot, openSUSE will find out how big your SD card is, and it will make changes and enlarge file systems to fit the space. And it will also run YAST during the first boot to ask you for some basic settings like language. Most of the cell phones nowadays has ARMs inside, and if you want to play with that, you can basically download the image and put it in the change root, and you can that way enlarge your cell phone and have all the Linux utilities that you are used to running in your cell phone. And even if you don't have such a notebook, you can play with openSUSE on ARM on your cell phone.